Many cities have a forgotten past. Though their history has faded through time, there are still traces of their lost legacies. Valuable overlooked relics help paint a clear picture of our ancestors and how they lived. Today we are going to uncover and save these lost treasures. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of mudlarking and searching for valuable antique treasures. And of course, the random trash that we pick up along the way, like the CD player right here. Well, half of a CD player. Doesn't belong in here. But the reason we walk this creek is for the old glass. There have been quite a few valuable antique bottles pulled out of here, as well as tons of pottery pieces like this one and glass that my wife likes to use to make jewelry. So this is one of those branches where we do a lot of climbing in and out over the banks because of all of the down limbs, and the soil is incredibly sandy here, so the trees fall and move a lot, but it also allows the bottles and the relics to sink and come out depending upon the amount of rain we had. The erosion can wash that sand a lot easier. I am going to show you guys, we had a really awesome time this past weekend digging at an 1870s site, and it was probably the weirdest place I've ever dug. Look down there, guys. He's deep. And you may be wondering what we're after. Well, we're digging this deep for a reason. This is some of the oldest bottles that we've ever found. And this is the very first one that came out of the hole. Take a look at the top. Absolute stunner. Look at that thickness flaking off of it. It looks like snow. James, thanks for taking us out here, man.
Okay.
Got my dad over here in this hole. So James and Clayton are tag teaming. Me and Dad are. We're not as deep, and the reason for that is if you look behind Dad's butt right there, there is actually a grocery cart right next to a layer of bottles that could date back all the way to 1870. And you may wonder how that happened. Well, we don't know. Maybe it got pushed around. Maybe it's the way that stuff got dumped off of the bank right here, because it is a very large embankment. So in that previous clip, that bottle's probably 1880s, which is insane. Check this out. Just got a cream jar. This one doesn't say anything on it. But after finding that 1880s bottle, we knew we were in a pretty good spot. So we kept digging, and it got deeper and deeper and deeper. And well, check out what the next find was. Take a look at this right here. Right there. Look at that right there. That's old. Oh, Trisophorus for the skin and hair. It's gonna be from New York. The only time it has the directions on the pamphlet. I've only ever found one of these, and it was in a creek in central Alabama. That's an old one though. Very nice old bottle with very strong embossing. Heck yeah. 1890s, we'll take it. So the last time I found one of those bottles that you just saw dug was actually in this creek right here. And it's gonna be from the 1890s as well. You take a look right here, that's what we're looking for. That is an old beer neck. That could have been a Budweiser. If you take a look right here, there's a couple things sticking out of the bank. They look to be more modern though. I don't know, that one's definitely modern. And yep, that's a modern Coke as well. However, they don't belong here. And for those of you that are new here, what I do is I take and set this stuff to the side, and I pick it up on my way back out. So the next bottle that we found is actually a bucket lister for my dad. And it's the oldest bottle that he's ever found. And well, I think you're gonna love this clip, because to me, it's one of my favorite that I've shot in a very long time. Dad has got one right there in the sidewall. Try to keep my gloves out of the shot. You can see over there. It's gonna take him a second to get that one loose. He did get a couple of good beer pieces. You think you got bottom? Lord, I hope so.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's bottom. Now we're talking. Back over here and see how he's doing. Looks good so far. Might be whole. It almost looks like black glass. Look at these tops and stuff that we're pulling out. Look at that. Super old stuff. That one right there. Look at that mineralization. Wow. Dad's got something right here.
Get on her, son.
I hope it's good for him. Is it whole?
Yay!
Oh, yeah, he got a Congress water.
Sick.
That is awesome. No, Saratoga.
Hawthorne Springs, Saratoga. And it's got that monogram on the back, too, I'm sure.
Nope.
Oh, no, it's blank.
Wow.
That's not the traditional Congress water.
Well, heck yeah.
That's a pretty green
That is a beautiful bottle.
Wow.
Look at that thing right there,
I
guys.
didn't think it was going to be whole, but it is.
Wow, that's super cool. Let me zoom out and let y'all take a look at it a little closer. Look at the air bubbles and the whittle marks. Hawthorne Springs, Saratoga. Wow, guys. That is super cool.
What year is that, James?
Is that
1870s.
1870s?
Probably 1870s.
Wow. Woo, that's awesome.
Let me dig
That
it
is
out.
awesome. Oh, dang, you got a big marble. Cut in half. Look at that, though. Wow, I can't believe you just got that. That's the oldest bottle you've ever dug, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woo, that was cool. Caught that whole thing live, too. Love that. Check out those deer prints. That was a big deer right there. Holy cow. Look at the size of that compared to my hand. So Dad was super excited to get that 1870s bottle. It had absolutely beautiful color to it. And it cleaned up phenomenally. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of what it looks like cleaned up. I was completely taken back by it. There are all kinds of signs through here. But there's also these little guys. Pretty sure that was a hypodermic needle. Let's see, that's going to be a more modern soda. If you look really hard, though, you can start to pinpoint some stuff that'll make you realize this is older, like that cork top medicine, or this cork top right here. And that is always what we're looking for to let us know that we're in the right spot. I do see another cream jar over here, and the amount of glass in here is pretty sad, and the reason for that is they actually dumped their privies in here. They would dip the privies and dump them directly into there. Now it says Duraglass, that's going to be more modern. Looks like that's going to be another cream jar. Yep, got another cream jar. I see something with some writing. Looks like that may have been, I don't know what that it says. Something for your health. May have been a milk. So anyways, that 1870 site did not produce as much stuff as we wanted to dug two giant, basically 10-foot deep holes. However, that's kind of how it works whenever you're digging in stuff that old, because it wasn't mass produced. So the newspaper article we found that was in correlation with that site actually said that a fifth of the city dumped their trash there. So we may not have just hit the right pocket. We've got a lot more researching to do in that area and a lot more test holes to dig. But we do have an 1870 site thanks to James now. So I can't wait to see what's out there with a little bit more exploration. Look at that. Is that ink? Oh, the top's gone. But that was an ink. Dang. I hate that. That would have been a nice one. Still following the trail of breadcrumbs. There's hopefully going to be something really good up here the further we go. There it is. Now the question is it going to be whole? It is whole. Holy crap. Standard Bottling Works from West Blockton, Alabama. Holy cow, guys. I'll take that junk for sure. That is still killer. That's a killer bottle to have. I am super excited because I've never found one. And there again, you just cannot beat these old sodas that are over a century old. Look at that wooden peg I just picked up. It almost looked like a big cork at first. But I don't know. I think it's like a peg that would have held something together. That's kind of neat. We'll keep that. Look at this one right here. Oh, it's unembossed, but look, it's still got the cork inside of it. It's weird how the water preserves that stuff. Speaking of preserved, check this out. Is that gonna say something? Come on. Oh, shoot. Just one of those measurements on it. Thought that was gonna be a good one. There's a lot of glass on this bar right here. Look at all the ketchup bottles, modern beers, stuff everywhere. I'm having to sort through all of that to find the older stuff. But I am taking out as much as I can, but there's only so much one person can carry. Speaking of which, while we were digging in that 1870 site, Clayton found a really cool doll head. Check this out. Clayton just pulled this doll head out. Look at that. She's got a very fancy hairstyle going on. That's pretty cool. It's pretty slow, but what happens is when you get into these old areas, the bottles weren't mass produced. So when you're finding stuff that's before machines were making it, pretty much, you're looking at a lot fewer bottles. And that's okay. It's very nice to have a change of pace and get on stuff that's about 20 years older to 30 than what we typically dig. I had to jump out of the creek for a second. There were so many logs in the way that it was where I was just about crawling on my hands and knees through the water, which is not fun at all. While we were at the 1870 site, we did find a bunch of pieces. Check out all these. Dad's got one up high again. Oh, it's one of those round, that's the Dublin, Ireland ones, I think. It'll say Dublin on the heel, I believe. Let's see here. Yep, right down there. I forget what the brand is on those.
Don't know. I don't know. I can't read it. It's a real weak strike.
It is very, very weak. I think they're Ireland. I may be wrong. That one looks different than what I thought it was. Dang, I hate the top's gone, but it's been broke for a long time. You can tell that that's not a fresh break. That looks like a jug bottom right down there, though. Oh, yeah. That's the kind of stuff we like to see right there. Oh, I thought I saw it move.
The brick right dead against it.
That's how every good bottle always lands, it seems like. It's moving too easy, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
Flower pot.
Yep, it was a flower pot. The flower pot disappointed.
But it was covering this.
But it was camouflaging a mug base hutch. Pull it. Pull it.
It ain't whole.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, shoot.
It's a pretty one, though.
That was one of those William Tatum's from Montgomery.
Oh, wow. Sure was.
It would have been
Dog.
horizontally across like that. Dadgummit. And look right there. I got a mug base. Ah, shoot. Another one of those. Broken. Oh, come on. So let's check it out. I saw 2 or 3 things right here. I picked this one up, flipped it over to make sure that it wasn't embossed. That's a nice older flask, cork top. This is, oh, that one's broken. And I think that's a kick up. Yep. To an old wine or champagne bottle. Wow. Check it out, right on the surface. Got an old stopper. Looks like it has a little chip right there, but that's okay. Still a cool jar filler. Looks like it's gonna be more modern, but let's find out. Oh, it's broken. Might be a really good whiskey glass though. Looks like it doesn't have any cracks or chips. Let's see where it was from. Montgomery, Alabama. Nice 10, 2, and 4 whiskey glass. We'll take that all day long. There is a couple of things sticking out, but most of it looks like it's broken. This whole bank right here may be a dump site. I don't know, a lot of stuff around here. I can see that's a circle slug right there. What I can't tell is if I'm gonna be able to make a whiskey glass out of it. So I'm about to dig that out of the bank right there and let's take a look at it together. And that would be a big note. That would have been a Marion Pharmacy bottle. Very rare bottle. At least $250 bottle if that would have been whole. Wow, that's crazy. Look at how the floods pushed all these limbs and stuff everywhere. I really hope this is what I think it is. Nope, dadgummit. I thought I had a pipe. It's just a pour spout to a kettle. It is so hard for us to find clay pipes down here. I do not know why. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the format today. It was a little bit different. Obviously the bottle of the day would have been Dad's, but that was from the previous day before this creek walk. From the creek walk, this is the bottle of the day. And as you can see, it says Standard Bottling Works, West Blockton, Alabama. This has only had an acid bath just to knock off that nasty crud that was on there. It has not been tumbled at all. That is something that we're gonna have to do. This is one that I've never found and I've always wanted to. So this is definitely going in my display case right over here. Hope you guys enjoyed the format. If you did, let me know in the comments below and we'll see you guys in the next adventure.